We're going to have a look and see which crossbows can go through this headboard for the bed. And if you saw the video the other day of the air rifle, you'll know none of them went through, which isn't really surprising. It's only a sub 12 foot-pound air rifle. Obviously the crossbows are a lot more powerful, so what I'm going to do is go up the crossbows in power order. So once we get one that goes through, we'll stop doing the test. And I have two types of bolts to test on it. Before I go any further, I'll just measure how thick this is, because a few people asked in the other day on the comments. It is just over an inch thick, which is about 3 centimeters exactly. And these larger boards here are about 3.5 inches thick, just over 8 centimeters. That's the bit on the side. So obviously we're going to be aiming at the middle bit. I'm going to be aiming about here. And I'm going to do the 40 pound and the 105 pound crossbow to start, and hopefully one of those will get through it. And I'm going to try two kinds of heads on the bolts. Standard sort of field tip bolt, and this quite interesting corkscrew looking broadhead. So we'll see if either of those have more luck than the other. So that's the 40 pound crossbow on the left and the 105 pound recurve in the middle. And you can see both the bolts there standing up. So we're going to see if either of these crossbows can go through this wooden board. 40 pound crossbow with field tip. Let's take a look. It seems like the bolt's pulled itself almost away from the head. But it hasn't penetrated the other side. £40 crossbow with the corkscrew broadhead. See there, that's actually gone quite a far way in, so I wonder if it's completely gone through. No. That's probably only about a centimetre at most short of fully penetrating, so I'll pull them both out and then we'll repeat the test of the 105 pound crossbow. Hell of a job getting those out, but you can see just how nasty that corkscrew broadhead would be if it went into you. Took about a good 5 minutes levering with the pliers to get it out, and I had to crumple some of the sort of fins on it just to pull it out. So now let's try it again with the 105 pound crossbow. 105 pound crossbow with field tip head. I think we have a winner. Oh, interestingly, that has not come out the other side. I think it might have pushed the head inside the bolt itself. As you can see, the force of impact has pushed the head inside the aluminium bolt. That's pretty crazy. Now for the skewer broadhead on the 105 pound crossbow. Now surprisingly this hasn't made it all the way through, but if I move the camera around you'll probably see what's happened. And that's what it's done to the wood on the other side, so that pretty much went through with the tip and just stopped at the very end of the wood. So what I'm going to do is pull it out, then just for amusement's sake we'll get a 150 pound recurve and just shoot it straight through. I've tried using the pliers and hammering it, and I just can't get the thing out, so I'm going to use the Jandau 150 pound chase wind crossbow with this field tip again. Even though it's stuck in there, I think it will still work, and we'll see if we can finally get through this thing. Too low. Let's see if we've done it. Surprisingly, no. That's still not completely gone through. I wonder if the head's just pushed even further into the bolt. And again, that's almost impossible to get out. So, if you want to make a wooden shield, make it out of this stuff this bed headboard's made out of. I think my £175 compound could go through, but I'm not going to waste more bolts bending them trying to do it. So, simply a recurve crossbow, probably can't go through sort of a good 2 inches almost of pine if it's sort of this varnish reinforced pine, which has surprised me. But there we go.